How's everybody doing out there today? Yes? All right. Just had to make sure. So welcome in, everybody. Obviously, a tremendous day here, a gorgeous day, really, to live in Sacramento and to be out here commemorating what is probably one of the most unforgettable days for many of us in the city of Sacramento, for sure. So on behalf of the Sacramento Kings, my name is Scott Moak. I'd like to thank, first, all of our community partners that are here, the city partners, city staff, and others that are here today, King staff who came out and helped make today possible, as well as our ownership group. Want to give them a big round of applause for being here today, too. So thank you all for being here. One thing we'll do, just because we also should thank all of our friends, Turner, Granite, all the guys behind that are staring at you. They're staring at you that way because they want to get back to work. Let's be real. And I also, there's no way we can ignore, let's give it up to some of our fans who are up there on the third deck. Big waves to them. Nice job. That's fantastic. We would say only in Sacramento as it relates to that. We also want to recognize that stepping into our NBA 3.0 pillar as much as we can, this is being live streamed and broadcast around the world right now, so make sure you look good in your hard hat, okay? Because people around the world are seeing this, so how about that? A little wave and a round of applause to everybody watching worldwide, so thank you very much. So what do we want to do? I know we have some very special guests, elected officials that are here. I want to run down some of those now. Joining us, Assemblymember Roger Dickinson is here. Round of applause for him. Assemblymember Beth Gaines joining us today. Assemblymember Dr. Richard Pan, right down in front. Thank you. Of course, the mayor, KJ, Kevin Johnson, is here. He's on a crane somewhere. Oh, he's right here. Mayor Pro Tem Angelique Ashby joining us today. Thank you. Councilmember Steve Cohn right there too. Thank you, Steve. Vice Mayor Jay Chenier also made the trip in. Thank you, Jay. Councilmember Alan Warren is here, looking good in his hard hat. Councilmember Steve Hansen is back there waving as well. Councilmember-elect Rick Jennings. Please give it up for Rick, who's here. And we also have staff representatives from Governor Jerry Brown's office. Give our representative a round of applause for coming today, as well as Nathan Dietrich from Doris Matsui's office. So thank you all. I hope I got everybody who is joining us here today. One more big round of applause for all of our elected officials that made their way out today. Thank you very much. So a lot to do here today, a lot of things to say. We're going to get to it quick because, as we said, these guys want to get back to work. Guys and gals want to get back to work. Another, obviously, historic milestone toward building a world-class entertainment and sports center that's going to help create not only economic growth here in the region, but improve the quality of life for everyone around that's going to touch it. So when a guy named Vivek Ranadivé, who we've all got to know over the last year, took over the Kings ownership back in May of 2013, many said he was attempting the impossible, perhaps. But 1 year later, with the help of thousands of fans, community supporters, all of you, the Kings, the ownership group, the city of Sacramento, they approved the public-private partnership, ensuring that the Kings would stay right here where they belong in Sacramento. Is that a good news for all of us, right? So I would, at this time, on behalf of the Kings, like to invite the man who made this all possible to say a few words. Ladies and gentlemen, the owner of the Sacramento Kings, Mr. Vivek Ranadivé. Oh, you're right here next to me.
Thanks, Scott. Good morning, and welcome to Groundbreaking Day. Yes. I'd like to start by thanking all my partners, thanking, of course, the great mayor of the great city of Sacramento, Kevin Johnson, thanking all the people who are going to make all this possible. Thank you for everything. It was a year ago that I stood in front of all of you and I said, this is your team and it's here to stay. Well, now I can stand in front of you and tell you, here is right here. This is it. This is where we're going to build the world's greatest arena in the world's greatest city with the world's greatest mayor in the world's greatest state in the world's greatest country for the world's greatest fans. This is going to be the smartest building in the world. It's going to be the greenest building in the world. It's going to be the most comfortable building in the world. It's going to be quite simply one of the most iconic structures on the planet. The mayor and I have a vision. We call it City 3.0. This downtown, this arena is going to be the foundation of that vision. It's going to put Sacramento on the world map as one of the world's greatest, most iconic cities. I know that we have fans in China, ni hao. We have fans in India, namaste. And I invite all of you to come here in 2 years and see the opening of the world's greatest arena. When I was a little boy growing up in Bombay, there was no way that I could have ever imagined that one day I would be standing here in our state capital, downtown, building an arena. I'm so very humbled by this occasion, so I have so many people to thank. Thank you, thank you. Just one last thing I want to say, and this is a promise that I'm making you. I promise King's Nation that one day there will be a championship banner hanging from this arena. Thank you.
Keep it going for Vivek Ranadivé, everybody. Parade planning. That means we got to get to parade planning. So as Vivek mentioned, this project is really about so much, and one of the things you can do when you see who's standing up here, we have some kids, some young people that are joining us, because this project, as we all have said, it's bigger than basketball. It's more than even just an arena, more than even about the region and beyond. It's about the future of Sacramento. And we have the future of Sacramento standing right up here, some of whom are missing school today. So thanks to their parents. Sorry to you educators watching or in the room, but this was an important day that we wanted them to be here and join us. So I want to introduce you to a few of our local youth, the future of Sacramento. First up, they are the kids of a guy named Pat Buckley. He is the ESC Project Field Superintendent. Pat, he's back there somewhere. Raise your hand, or he's cutting something. Oh, there he is right there. All right. So he is the Project Field Superintendent for Turner Construction. They are both excited that their dad is helping a brand new arena and looking forward to opening the season in the fall of 2016. Addison and Charlie Buckley. How about that? Give it up for them. 8 years old and 3 years old. Love it. So the other kids we want to recognize, back in 2010, if you turn the clock back a little bit, you might have heard of the Lemonade Boys. They've grown up a little bit, but they raised hundreds of dollars selling lemonade that was going to be proceeds used to build a new arena. And so we felt fitting that they come and join us here today. So give it up for 9-year-old Jack, 11-year-old Wyatt, and 12-year-old Gil, the Lemonade Boys. Lemonade available for everybody after the show. Okay, so we're good with that. Next up, we have an 8-year-old who has been a lifelong fan of the Kings. He has spent the last year raising money for the U.S. Fund for UNICEF, a partnership that the Kings and UNICEF got together last March. He was inspired by Vlade Divac's involvement in that kind of fundraiser and so wanted to be a local humanitarian at the age of 8 years old. So he fundraises at his boxing gym by asking his fellow boxers, trainers, parents, coaches, basically anyone if they will give him money for UNICEF to help save kids' lives. Give it up for 8-year-old Joseph Finnegar. It's amazing. Impressive. Second to last, we have another lifelong fan. How these kids are lifelong fans at the age of 8 and 16, I have no idea, but lifelong fan of the Sacramento Kings. He joined Crown Downtown in February 2013. I know we have some Crown Downtowners up there, some of you here, so obviously you knew what they meant to this whole fight. There they are up there. Since then, this kid has attended every arena-related rally and every city council meeting, every single one of them, including testifying to the city council and the Planning and Design Commission. He's currently a senior at John F. Kennedy High School, go Cougars, and former intern for city council member Jay Chenier, 17-year-old Adam Wong. So lots of amazing stories up here, lots of impressive young people and kids and future of Sacramento. It's my pleasure now to bring up one. She's going to tell you a brief story about her and her connection with the Kings. Please welcome up 11-year-old Tasia Teet. Go ahead, not so little.
Hello, my name is Tasia T. I am 11 years old, and I attended Thomas Charter Performing Arts School. I have a special bond with the Kings because when I was 8 years old, I performed at the halftime show for my first time in front of a huge crowd. This helped my confidence grow and helped me win national champion in contemporary dance style this year. My longtime dance instructor, Karina, and my teacher, Ariana, are Kings dancers. It's absolutely amazing to see them share their passion with the Kings community. It was a blessing to the Teet family when my dad won the Dream Big All-Star Award for helping the community. With my family's busy schedule, we're always going in different directions, and when we go to Kings games, we have quality bonding time, and I couldn't imagine anywhere else to spend it. I'm grateful for the Kings to be a special part of my life. Go Kings, and let's make it to the playoffs.
I was going to say little, not quite little. She's tall. Tasia Teet. Keep it going for Tasia. That was good stuff. All right, so obviously, what would an arena event, what would any event really be without a guy we know as number 7? I like to refer to him as number 7 sometimes without him killing me. Worked tirelessly. All of you know this. He worked tirelessly to get us here today, leading the city, leading the cause when everything was stacked against him, cheerleading, championing causes that got us here, standing on dirt today. No better place to live, work, or play behind the leadership of your mayor, Kevin Johnson.
Come on, Sacramento. This is a really cool day for our community. Come on, Sacramento. Woo! Whoever thought a hole in the ground would look this cool? I mean, I drive by every day and I'm like, life can't get better than this hole in the ground. I am so excited to be here today as your mayor representing the community of Sacramento. Many people said this day was not supposed to happen. They said we couldn't do it, that we wouldn't be standing here. There were ups and downs and twists and turns. But you know what? We were one of the longest long shots, and we made a heck of a comeback, and our community rose to the occasion. Give yourselves a round of applause. Vivek talked about fans in China and fans in India. I don't know a whole lot of other languages. So to the fans in Mexico, si se puede. And to the fans in Oak Park, yo. We've talked about this being bigger than basketball, and we've said that from day one. Today proves why. It's about jobs, it's about economic development, it's about arts and culture, it's about green, it's about civic pride. This was the vision that we all had in Sacramento, putting people to work, allowing our construction workers and engineers to do what they want to do, which is work in our community. And they have been working tirelessly around the clock to making sure that this building is built on time and under budget. Let's give them a round of applause. You're talking about 11,000 construction jobs, 4,000 permanent jobs, $150 million annually will come into downtown because of this project. $11 billion of economic development over the next 30 years. I've dreamt about this for many years. I could not be more proud of our community. Sacramento, we are building something special, and that deserves a round of applause as well. I want to thank everyone here and even those who aren't here for their contribution. I want to start off by thanking our city staff, our city manager, and the council members. We have a number of council members here. They were the ones who made the courageous vote to vote yes. We voted 7-2 about 25 times to make this project a reality. Please give those courageous leaders a round of applause. We already acknowledged Dr. Pan and Senator Gaines, and I don't know if Senator Steinberg is here today, but there are so many people at the state legislature that were a part of this solution as well. And I want them to know, as the mayor of the capital city, we're really proud of our partnership with our state leaders. So let's give them a round of applause. When I look at the project team for the entertainment and sports complex, I see Tim Romani on ICON, AECOM, Turner, JMA, Ron Burkle was a part of the equation. There's so many people that are here making sure that this is a reality. I want to take a moment to thank the Kings, Chris Granger, Mark Friedman, all the Sacramento owners, and most importantly, Vivek Ranadivé for his leadership. When I first walked out here, I saw this thing flying, and I kept ducking. And Vivek said, no, it's a drone. I said, that's why I'm ducking. He said, no, we're just filming what's going on. So Vivek, thanks for bringing one of these drones. You don't need to duck if you see these drones. They're good drones. They're safe drones in Sacramento.
I didn't know you watched Star Trek.
He said he didn't know I watched Star Trek. So let me try to put it in perspective as we close out. From this moment, there is no more here we stay. For the last 5 years, the rallying cry in our city was, here we stay. Here we stay meant something very powerful to all of us. It represented fortitude and defending our home. It was our line in the sand. It was about more than basketball. Home foreclosures and unemployment were at record highs. But this city rallied around one simple idea: here we stay. Sacramento, there is no more here we stay. From this moment, it's here we come.
How about until we win?
Let me tell you what I mean by here we come. Today is the day, and this is the moment, that the entire country and world is put on notice that Sacramento will become the definition of a world-class city. In a 3.0 world, it will be Sacramento that shows the way. We are building the greatest, most technically advanced, most beautifully designed arena right here in Sacramento. And this building will be the engine that is driving change throughout our community. So that is why I say to every city claiming to have the best local food scene, here we come. To every city claiming to have a vibrant art scene, here we come. To every city trying to get MLS franchise, here we come. And to every city competing for conventions, big concerts, and the biggest events of the world, here we come. For this moment, Sacramento is putting the country on notice that we are coming and we will be one of the great cities in America. 6 years ago, Sacramento was ranked as one of the least livable cities by a number of different publications. That was a seminal moment for all of us. From that came Here We Stay. At this moment, I am predicting that very soon Sacramento will sit atop of all of the lists of great cities to live in. Take your pick: vibrant art scene, the world's capital from farm to fork, schools that work, and homes that can be affordable, and certainly, last but not least, the greatest arena in the world. Sacramento, here we come!
Keep it going for your mayor, Kevin Johnson. Come on. When he said, here we come for the first time, Vivek said, and here we win, too. I love that. So here's what we want to do. You obviously see some shovels in the ground. This will obviously mark the first groundbreaking moment of this historic day. So we are actually going to ask the mayor and Vivek to come on over. Slams is going to take our kids over as well. They'll each jump on a shovel. Go ahead, Addison. They're gonna come on over. We'll pause for a couple pictures before we actually break ground there, and we will commemorate this historic day. All right, so before we dig in, let's get some photos. Possibly one of the cutest lineups in Sacramento that Sacramento's ever seen. All right, so if we could have everyone back up just a little bit so we can have our cameras get the shot. The people watching in London want to see what's going on right now. All right, so here's what we're going to do. We are going to put 1 foot on the shovel. We are going to push it down on the count of 3, and then we're going to fling the dirt forward. Are we ready for this? Can everyone count with us? Ready? 1, 2, 3. There it goes. Groundbreaking, official. You can stay out here all day and dig dirt. It looks good on you guys. Let's do this. A big round of applause for all of our kids, for Vivek, for the mayor, for breaking ground here today, this historic day in Sacramento. So what we'd like to do now, we'd actually like to invite the owners of the Sacramento Kings as well as the members of the city council to come forward. We'll keep our folks on shovel where they are, and we're going to ask all of our owners and all the city council members to please come forward so that we can get a shot